Father, did you read this news? Farouk asked after finishing breakfast.
What news?
The destruction of Seth Shaukat Shamari's mansion.
No, what happened? Was it bombed?
No, it's a news story worth reading. He began to read the article. Lines of concern appeared on his forehead. Now even Mahmoud and Farzana felt compelled to read it. After reading, they looked at each other.
What do you think? We should meet these people first to verify whether this news is true. Then let's go. We're done with breakfast anyway. We have the day off from work and school today. Let's go visit them. They had just stood up when Begum Jamshed came out of the kitchen. Where are you all going so early in the morning? Today is a holiday and you promised me you'd spend the day at home. We'll invite Khan Rahman and the professor over as well. That's true, Begum, but surely you can give us just half an hour. We'll just go visit a family and come right back.
Visit a family? There was surprise in Begum Jamshed's voice.
Yes, that family's house is burned down.
Oh, I see. Visiting them would be a virtuous deed. Though he isn't a poor man, he's extremely wealthy. There's probably no one richer than him in the entire city. Even so, one can still offer condolences when someone's house burns down. Yes, we'll be right back. You call Khan Rahman and the professor and ask them to come here. Very well. As soon as they left, Begum Jamshed moved toward the phone. Just then, her eyes fell on an ant. The ant was crawling across the floor, and a line was appearing on the floor behind it. Her eyes widened in astonishment. Their flooring was made of a special material, and it was impossible for a line to appear simply from an ant walking across it. That was exactly what shocked her. She thought this must be no ordinary ant. Perhaps it came from some foreign country. So she immediately grabbed a pair of tongs from the kitchen and lunged to kill the ant. But the hand holding the tongs froze in midair. The ant had disappeared. Oh, where did it go? She looked around, but the ant was nowhere to be seen. Finally, she sat down at the breakfast table. Just then, her gaze fell on a news item that had been marked in the margin. The mark had been made with a pen. Marking important news like this was a particular habit of her family members. She leaned over the article. As she read, goosebumps rose on her skin. The moment she finished, she sprang to her feet and cried out, "No!" Then, with lightning speed, she dialed Inspector Jamshed's number, but his mobile phone was switched off. After a moment's thought, she dialed Ikram's number. Ikram's voice came through immediately from the other end. "Sub-Inspector Ikram speaking. Your inspector has gone to Hotel Shan. Ikram, contact him immediately and tell him that a single ant has turned up at our house as well. And you too, come here right away with your officers. Call the fire brigade as well."
Oh God, what are you saying?
"This is no time for discussion, Ikram," she said and hung up. Now she began frantically searching for the ant. She looked everywhere. Then she thought of the filing cabinet. She trembled as she opened it, terrified that her cabinet might catch fire, just like Seth Shaukat Shamari's. Her heart was pounding violently. She searched until she was exhausted, but the ant was nowhere to be found. Just then, the doorbell rang. It sounded like Ikram's ring. She opened the door immediately.
He hasn't reached Hotel Shan.
What do you mean? Perhaps something came up on the way. Did you find that ant or not? Not yet. Step aside. We'll look for it. You really did see it, right? Yes, absolutely. A line appeared on the floor wherever it walked. There's the line. She pointed toward it. He couldn't help but be astonished. Then he called his subordinates inside, and they began to examine every single thing carefully. A considerable amount of time passed, but the ant still didn't appear, and nothing happened. Gradually, they all began to relax.
I think we should send the fire brigade vehicles back.
Yes, all right, said Begum Jamshed.
Ikram went outside. At that very moment, Begum Jamshed spotted the ant. Her hair stood on end. She screamed, "Ikram, come quickly! The ant is here!" Ikram heard her voice and rushed back inside. Begum Jamshed was standing in front of the library, staring fixedly at a spot inside. Pure terror showed in her eyes. Ikram looked in the same direction. The ant was on a book. Right before their eyes, it disappeared, and a hole began to appear in the book where it had been. It's gone into the book. Yes, I saw that. We should call the firemen inside so that if a fire breaks out, they'll already be here with their hoses. But the news report said that this kind of fire couldn't be extinguished with water. Well, then we'll use carbon dioxide. There must be at least one fire extinguisher here. Yes, there is, by the stairs. Ikram signaled to one of his subordinates who brought the fire extinguisher. But the cabinet did not catch fire. There was no fire. That means the ant here doesn't intend to start one, Ikram murmured. Then what does it want to do? I don't know. How would I know? It went into that book, said Begum Jamshed. Yes, Ikram replied, and then, nervously, picked up the book. My God, it's so light. Light? What do you mean? It's so thick. Ikram opened the book in astonishment, and then let out a cry. The book had been hollowed out completely from the inside. It looked as though termites had eaten it away, even though the ant had only entered the book a few seconds earlier. It will destroy all the books, said Begum Jamshed. Yes, that's exactly what I'm afraid of, said Sub-Inspector Ikram. Then what should we do? Let's start taking the books out of the cabinet and separating them. But this entire room is full of books, and they're such rare books. Who knows how much effort went into collecting them, and how much money? Yes, but what else can we do? All right, Ikram, just pick up another book, said Begum Jamshed. Ikram picked up the book next to it. That one too was hollow. Now he began pulling books out rapidly, but every book he touched turned out to be hollow inside. Oh God, just how fast is this ant? It's destroying all these books. Be thankful it's only destroying books for now. Seth Shawkat Shamari's mansion was reduced to a pile of ashes. Not a single valuable thing was saved. So it seems it doesn't intend to do that here. Maybe it has a different plan this time. The destruction of the library alone will be no small tragedy, Ikram, said Begum Jamshed. I understand, he said, nodding. Then he added, but what can we even do? We haven't been able to strike the ant even once. What sort of menace is this ant, anyway? That's something we'll think about later. The first problem is, how do we save the house from it? They had to leave the house right at this time. Otherwise, the professor would have been here by now. Maybe he could have done something. Have faith in God. Only what He wills will happen. They wore themselves out moving the books, but not a single one remained intact. They were stunned into silence. Exhausted and defeated, they came out of the library. We probably won't be able to save even one of those books. He will be so heartbroken, Ikram. So heartbroken, said Begum Jamshed. And the ant is still in the house. We have to at least find it and kill it, Ikram said urgently. Once again, they began searching for the ant. The plainclothes officers were helping as well. They searched frantically everywhere, but not even a trace of the ant was found. At last, they sat down in exhaustion. What else could they do now? I think it's finished its work and left, and now it must be destroying someone else's house. Hey, look over there, a plainclothes officer shouted. They immediately turned in that direction and were stunned. The ant was sitting on the fireplace right in front of them. Ikram instantly lunged toward it. He pulled off his shoe and brought it down on the ant with full force. When he lifted the shoe, he was left dumbfounded. The ant was completely unharmed, exactly as before. After the shoe was removed, it calmly began to walk again. Ikram pinned it beneath his shoe and pressed down. Suddenly, a heart-piercing scream burst from his lips.